So I just had the funniest thing happen to me, like, not that long ago, honestly, about 5 minutes ago. As soon as the game ended, I quickly hopped on to make a video about it because I thought it was hilarious. But basically, I got hacked. I'm not sure if that's technically the correct term to describe it, but this isn't the first time this sort of thing has happened to me. Like, I have had my units being controlled by someone other than myself. So I'll just quickly like load the game for you guys here. So the game was a free-for-all Mortalis, and I played as sisters on the bottom side. Yeah, on the bottom side. I like to play as sisters on this style of game because I can play my anti-tick opener, which is to go straight to tier 2 and get Celestians out as soon as possible. Because as you know, everybody on this map likes to tread away their base. Yeah, so who we got? We have Space Marines, Tau, another Tau, and IG. So, the perfect races for this map. And that's why I went Sisters to counter all these guys. But basically, as you can see, Ticket Hole is on as well. That's going to become relevant later on, so I'm just going to sort of walk you guys through the game until the end, just to kind of, ease you into it. Just turn that down. There we go. So, yep, at the moment, as you can see, I'm going straight for tier 2 here. Going to get the Celestians out in just over a minute. And not much, it's pretty quiet for the first part of this game. Obviously, everybody's just capturing their points and getting their economies up and going. What have we got going on? Yeah, nothing really to say, so I'll just quickly fast forward this part actually. Oh, I'll fast forward until the juicy stuff happens. Yeah, Space Marines was going for the snipers here. And this IG player starts to build a turret in the middle, hoping to maybe secure the critical location and win by the take and hold victory. But I am now making 2 Celestian squads. IG... No, he's not going tier 2 yet. Okay, interesting. Maybe it is a bit early. But yeah, so not much happening so far. Just fast forward. Still building my LPs, because the game is progressing very quickly in terms of, me getting my Celestians out here. I've got 3 Celestians already, not even 4 minutes into the game. I'm giving some of them mounted guns and some of them, the leader. And then now I go out to attack this turret. Space Marine sees me and tries to snipe my Celestians as well, which was a bit annoying. Like, as you can see here. He probably saw what I was up to, so I thought he could cause some problems for me as well. But IG makes the mistake of trying to fight these 3 Celestians. At this point I could have detached a missionary and tied up these guardsmen. But I thought I'd focus them with 1 Celestian squad anyway. These weak guardsmen, no upgrades added, won't be able to stand up to Celestians at all. And now I just, once the guardsmen run away, I just focus the command squad and kill it very quickly. As you can see, this opening is very tricky to deal with. Unless the other guy focuses on his tier 1 a bit more, then he might be able to deal with this. With grenade launchers and all that. But oh yeah, missionary gets sniped by the scout snipers here. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but it's still very tricky to deal with. Celestians are so strong, but I have no problem doing this build on this map because I know how terrifying these factions can get in tier 4. Space Marines, Tau, especially Imperial Guard, they're all disgusting tier 4 races. But having said that, IG here is on his way to tier 2, and I was trying to mount down the HQ. I wasn't aware at first that it was being repaired, I think because I couldn't see it. Yeah, I couldn't see it. But then when I realized the health wasn't really going down, then I noticed that, yeah, it was being repaired. So I tried to focus the builder. Honestly, at this point I should have just pulled back. I'm not going to be able to destroy this HQ in time. Especially with all these guns firing at my Celestians. At the moment my Celestians are unupgraded. Like, they don't have the armor or magifiers. So actually they're going to take a lot of damage from the HQ here. As you can see, one Celestial squad goes down. I was getting a bit too cocky there. So instead I just think, you know what, it's probably better if I don't kill him straight away, because then it won't notify the rest of the players that he's dead and they won't try to come after me. So I decided to keep him alive for the time being, decapping his points here. And then Space Marines comes in and tries to, I don't know, maybe try to capitalize on my hard work or something. I'm not too sure. But in my mind I was thinking, God damn it, leave me alone. He's mine. But as you can see, just destroying these LPs, I wasn't really ready to push these heavy bolters here. Sorry about that, I'm sick at the moment, so I keep sneezing and all that, you know. It is winter, so. But yeah, slowly dissecting this IG's economy. Just creeping around the outer edges. And so far, it doesn't look like anybody else is... Oh, okay, this tower is already getting the Koreon. This one just about to hit tier 2. Actually, yeah, okay. How is my economy looking? Yeah, plus 97 to plus 30. These are the economies here. Some of them really high already. Meanwhile, IG's is struggling a lot for obvious reasons. So he built an infantry command over this way. And then I'm not sure what he was trying to do here. Sends 2 guardsmen against my Celestians. They're not going to do anything at all. Like, look at this. Maybe he was trying to stall? I honestly don't know what the plan was here, but either way. Almost 3 squads of guardsmen get wiped out. Something like that. Yeah, look at that. So I'm not in any rush here. While all this is going on, I'm trying to get my economy going as well. So he sends some message to the global chat, I'm not sure what. Maybe it was something like, you know, I'm gonna die. That's why this SM player was probably gonna attack me. But then he changes his mind. I'm really grateful that he didn't actually attack me, because then I would have had to run back and IG would have been able to recover. So I was really banking on not being attacked while doing all of this. But to kind of help with that, I just went for tier 3. Then I could get my, you know, exorcists out, provide some defense. And right now I'm just capturing IG's points here. Pretty much the other guys are getting into their late games now. This tower going obviously for the Koreon build. Lets you... This shouldn't be a feature, I think, in the game. Being able to shoot through terrain like this, it's such a strange mechanic. Excuse me, but yeah, I don't know. Especially on a map like this, it's so bad. since the bases are right next to each other. IG now setting out some heavy weapons teams, really using that long range on the weapons. It lets him, you know, take out this turret. I built this turret so that he wouldn't try to capture this point. But this weapons team is going to take it out. And now these guys are kind of having a scrap here. Space Marines pushing deep into Tao's base with a Rhino Sting operation. Lots of Tau go down, so... But then a lot of Space Marines dying as well. And pretty quiet on this side. What did I make an Assassin for? Oh yeah, I was going to use the Assassin to take out these heavy weapons teams. But then she stops, because after the guys, you know, go entrenched, I don't know, that for some reason that made her stop, so I was like, oh well, I'll just use my Celestians then. It's fine, the Inferno pistols are really good anti-heavy infantry anyway, so... And then thankfully, IG deletes his HQ. So that pretty much means I can just go ahead and build my LPs on his points. Getting some Repentia squads out. And then at some point I was thinking, you know what, I'm going to take this critical location now, seeing as I have the two bases under my control. If I can build a really strong army, then I can just hold on to the critical location and nobody should be able to stop me. Yeah. Tau are really scary on this map, as you saw, with the long range and shooting through the mountains. And the Barracudas as well can be a nuisance to deal with on this map. You know, flying all around the map and shooting down your buildings. It's just all around not a fun fun thing to deal with, so yeah. I was feeling like I didn't want to be merciful to these guys. I don't know what that means. I'm never I'm never like that, but well, sometimes when I don't want to make too many Celestians, because I know people complain. But I shouldn't be like that, you know. Just do what you have to do to win, because your opponent's also gonna feel that way as well. So this Barracuda starts swimming around, focusing my builders here. And yeah, I was like, I could chase this Barracuda around with my Celestians for hours and I'll never be able to catch it. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to make a Lightning Fighter. And Lightning Fighters are one of the best anti-aircraft vehicles in the game. They travel very, very fast, so they could chase down this Barracuda and kill it, as you'll see here. Watch this. Pew pew! Barracuda sees it immediately, starts to fly away. Barracuda is actually not as quick. Okay, never mind. The broadside took it out by the looks of it. Penitent Engine's now out for me. Just getting all my stronger tier 3 units out. I still haven't gone for the critical location yet though. Let's just fast forward a bit. Everything is a bit quiet now. Okay, here come the Celestians. And this is where I start to cap the middle. Meanwhile, I built a second HQ, obviously. I need the extra power. And boom, there we go. So now the middle critical location is mine. Tau tried to stop me there, but wasn't able to. And then things go a bit quiet here, apart from Tau dominating Space Marines over here. Doing the typical Tau cheese. Because who needs to leave their base, am I right? But at this point I was like, yep, I've got the critical location. I can just do the thing that I hate when what people do the most and just sit back and turtle. Ah, Jagus, you hypocrite. But as you can see, nobody really trying to stop me here. Maybe in the first couple of minutes they won't really try anything. But I was being sniped at by these bodyguards. So I thought I could use my Exorcist to just, you know, deal with those guys. Lay down some barrages in this area with attack ground. And yeah, he does spam some Harbinger drones my way, but they are vehicle and they're extremely weak, so my Celestians just mount them really quickly.
5 minutes until taken hold victory.
Space Marine's almost done here. We'll just fast forward a bit. Oh wow, look at that. So when I realized that Space Marines had gone down, then I was happy because I realized Tau doesn't have any units that can turn invincible that I know of. You know how the Space Marines have the Librarian's ability, I can't remember what it's called, that can make them invincible. So I knew I was going to be able to just you know, keep focusing this on this central location. And these guys are fighting each other as well, so, you know, that's also good for me, like, one less problem for me to deal with. So I'm just waiting for anyone to try decap it. I'm not going to try fight 3 Tau, 3 tier 4 Tau, it's just going to be a nightmare. I was actually very lucky that, you know, Taken Hold happened to be on for this match. I know I made a video a while back about why I hate Taken Hold, but I think I've come to appreciate it. Especially, as you can see here in this game. I think I've come to appreciate it even more. Like I said, I've only seriously started playing this game this year. Around about when I started making my tutorial videos. And I've actually learned quite a few things, surprisingly. Anyway, so a little bit of a skirmish going on here between me and this Tau player. He just keeps sending in units one at a time. I can deal with them pretty easily. I do lose some penitents now and then, but I can just remake them. Greater Nihilok goes down. This Krutox all by himself. Well, he does have the support of some of these Harbinger drones. That was pretty neat, the little ethereal death effect there. So yeah, as you can see, just really just
2 minutes until taken hold
defending this area hard. I was preparing myself for, you know, these kinds of attacks. I made the 2 Battle Sister squads with 5 heavy bolters, 4 Celestian squads, because this late in the game you need about 4. Another penitent goes down. I think I just keep making new ones. Making extra production buildings as well. And my Living Saint is out there. That happened a lot earlier, but there she is. So yeah, I was just really, you know, I've got my Celestians moved right here and close to the critical location just in case some Tau units tried to decap it. Stealth suits probably have that idea here. And now this Tau player getting a little bit, you know, antsy, wanting them to decap, and then then I throw a bit of smack talk, saying they can't do it because, you know, because I was prepared for, I was getting myself prepared for any kind of decap that was going to happen, basically. So I pretty much knew that this game was over. So as you can see, this guy makes a jump here, and then we'll just look at my base right now, because this is where the funny thing happens. So goes down to 15 seconds, and by that point it was too late. And then, like, what the fuck? And I promise you, this was not me. I was watching the timer tick down, and then suddenly the "you have been killed," you know, message popped up right here, and I thought, oh man, did some stealth suits come in and, you know, destroy all my buildings? Like, I didn't even notice. So I watched the replay back, and then no, all my buildings got deleted. And yeah, that sucked. And I promise you, this is not just me, you know, doing it just to make a video of it. Like, I actually, like, what would be the point? I wanted to win. I wanted to, you know, win by taking hold victory against these 3 Tau. I had no reason to just delete my own buildings like that. So I just wanted to do a bit of a name and shame. If it's either one of these guys, you know, WR 37%. Square, 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 square. Awful, square, 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 square. One of you guys, you know, acting a bit sus. The other guys who got killed left the game, so I know it couldn't have been them. But one of these 3 guys was a bit cheeky and didn't want the game to end like that. So they had to resort to hacks. And there you go. This is the story of how I got hacked on a day in Soulstorm multiplayer. As I said, this isn't the first time that's happened. Hackers are out there, unfortunately, on this game, and it can ruin a good game. But I don't want to deter, you know, people from playing multiplayer. But I'm just trying to warn you that yes, it does exist. It does happen. I don't know if I report this to anyone. Yeah, that was it, guys. So be careful out there, right? Be careful. But having said that, let's just look at the stats anyway. At this point in the game, how was I doing? Yeah, 225 kills and 60 units lost. Pretty good all around. But I didn't have the highest score though, obviously. In terms of resources, I kind of suffered a bit. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.